device. It's a medical device that you can take with you in a very simple fashion. Through, you can strike with this hard hammer, this big fist, that big knuckle. You can rake across the skin. You can pull them down and to the ground. You can hit them on top of the head with two hands. You can push, thrust. You can go down into the legs. You can go down on top of the head. You can keep it super simple. You can do basic punching motions as you would if you were using your open hands, but you now have a force multiplier because your walking cane is made out of materials like wood or metal, sometimes plastic. This Cane Master's cane is designed to effectively defend you against any type of threat. The cane is longer than most people's arm. They have to have a pretty long arm to be longer than that. So you have the reach advantage. It's longer than a knife. You have a lot of reach advantage. It does not bleed. The cane doesn't bleed. So can you defend yourself with a walking cane? Yes. The cane doesn't bleed. The cane is longer. Can you defend yourself with a walking cane? Yes. Why? Because you can strike with ultimate amount of force, way more force than you can generate with just your hands alone. So now, how do you use a walking cane? So if you can use a walking cane for self-defense, how do you use it? I'm going to show you the warm-up first. Start with it in either palm. Palm faces the sky. The long side comes out of your thumb. You're going to close your hand, but not squeeze. So it's closed, but you can see it still moves. From here, make a forward turning motion. This is called cane spinning or combat cane spinning. And its simple purpose, as I teach you here, is to develop some callus on your hands. The simple purpose of spinning a combat cane or cane spinning or whatever you want to call it is to get your heart rate up. While you're standing or sitting in a wheelchair, because you can do this sitting in a chair, you start to spin this way and it's going to create a little cardiovascular aspect with your body, a little cardiovascular training. It's going to get you stronger. It's also going to engage your core because it's going around. Spinning also starts to develop proprioception or spatial awareness, timing and distance. So cane spinning has a lot of value. Some people use cane spinning to strike for self-defense. You can, and that's up to you. I teach it mostly just to get the body warmed up so you can stay safe from injury. Cane spinning is going to get blood into all the joints and keep you safe from injury during this workout. Now from here, you're just going side to side. Your stomach is up and in, abs tight, and this is almost like a slap across the face. You're coming back with the back of your hand. W9 UFO says, thank you for being here. We're going over and back. Can you defend yourself with a walking cane? Yes, anybody and everybody can. It's one of the most simple self-defense tools that you can use. Lori says, I watch most of your videos. Just wanted to thank you for posting. Absolutely, Lori, it's my pleasure. Put it in your other hand. You're cranking forward. I'm very grateful to you for being here. Listen to me talk. Listen to me stumble through these things sometime. All right, Jeff says, awesome class as usual. Thank you, Jeff. You're going around and around and around. You're going to come over and back. That's the second movement. If you've been with me for a while, you're up to a third movement. We're going to add that when we go back to the first hand. But this is just to get the blood flowing. Stay safe from injury. Come back over here, warming up, stomach up and in, abs tight. This is a tutorial and a workout. So can you defend yourself with a walking cane? Absolutely yes, for a million reasons. All simple reasons. Reach advantage, thrust through them, strike them in the head. You're going to hit so much harder. But how do you do it? A proper warm-up is always important. This is the combat cane spinning warm-up. On the outside, go across and back. Notice that this hand is always up and in, guarding my head. And then I'm going to bring it over here. And when I do that, I'm going to open the hand. Notice that the thumb is open. I'm going to allow it to turn around the back of the hand, almost like a wrist roll. As we go here, and the purpose of having your thumb out is to keep it, watch what happens if I pull my thumb in. Keep it from falling or keep it from walking up your arm. So when your hand is here and you go into this motion, which is the third of the combat cane spins, keep your thumb out. So you start here, do a few here, bring it over and back, bring it to this side, and that's just a progression. And you don't have to do this, but if you've been doing it for a while and you've been asking me, because I get your emails and I appreciate them very much. You ask me, hey, can we add some new stuff? You've been doing this for a while. You want to challenge yourself. This is how you grow. Go to the next level, just moving across, and then throw it in the other hand and do the same thing. Just going around and around. Yes, Lori says it looks similar to. There are a lot of shared movements between all martial arts weapons, and the cane is a martial arts weapon. You find it in Hapkido, you'll find it in ninjutsu, you'll find the cane in kung fu. But it makes sense, right? It's basically just a long stick, and it's got a hook on the end. And this hook, because it's Cane Master's cane, that has a nasty tooth, and that can rip their skin right off their face for self-defense. So it makes sense. This would be a super effective martial arts weapon, but really it's a medical device, which is the brilliant reason why you can use a cane for self-defense, because you can take it anywhere and everywhere you go. The Americans with Disabilities Act says you're allowed to have this. The HIPAA law, the Health Information Privacy Act, says no one can say it to you. Prove it. Prove to me that you have to carry that cane. You can say, that's my personal privacy, that's my personal health information. You're not allowed, I don't have to tell you. All you have to know is that I am carrying this cane and it's my right to do so. And then you can take it on the plane, on the bus, on the train, take it through TSA, take it into the bank, take it into your kid's school, take it into the grandkids' dance recital, and you always have a simple self-defense tool. That's why a cane can be used for self-defense. A walking cane is a great tool for self-defense. So you've done some warm-ups. I want you to now warm up the legs, and you're going to push your hips back like you're going to sit on a chair, and down and up. Just pushing back, fire your glute muscles, get them working again, stabilize the hips, but don't go very low. If you haven't done this for a while, if you have mobility issues of any kind, and your knees hurt a little bit, or you don't walk like you used to, or you had a hard time for a long time, go slow. Do 1 inch at a time. But just for 30 seconds, it's going to fire your core muscles, get them super strong, and it's going to get you up and down. Yes, Lori says, smart, it's easy to carry a Joe, and it's the same techniques as the Joe, plus a cool hook that you can do a lot of nasty things with in self-defense. But do this for 30 seconds. I really want you, if you're serious about learning how to defend yourself with a cane, learn how to do striking, learn how to do a couple blocks, but also learn how to get your body stronger so that all those strikes get stronger and faster. Now, we're going to go right into a striking combination. I always want you to learn in combination so that you immediately are able to throw more than one strike. One strike might not be enough. The first thing I'm going to have you do is carry it with the crook facing behind you, just like you would a regular walking cane, because it is a regular walking cane. I'm going to lower the camera a little bit because I want you to see more of the lower part. I need to do camera rig. We don't have it yet. All right, so I'm leaning on it as if I'm walking with it, because I am. And that's the whole point. That's the beautiful part of the cane. From here, you sense a threat. Someone's approaching you, or a group of people are approaching you. You're just not comfortable. You just put your hands up in this position. Now, when I put my hands up in that position, it slides down. So my hand is here on the length, the shaft of the cane, the walking cane. And my other hand comes up here and is blocking my head. It's also a symbol, a universal symbol. Remember, Tiananmen Square. Even though they've scrubbed the internet, you can't find the picture that well anymore. He's standing in front of there's the picture of the guy with the bag, but there's also the picture of the kids with their hands up, telling the tanks to stop, telling the soldiers stop. So you put your hands up, that's the international sign for stop, and you use your word and you tell them stop. That's it. Not stop, please, not you're making me uncomfortable, not hey, would you get out of my space? Back up, stop. You're too close. And then, if you see what I'm really doing, I'm putting my cane between me and the threat, and I want to stick it right in his face. Now, I don't necessarily have to stick it in his face, but I want it to be between his eyesight and my face. See how that covers me up? I want him to see this instead of this. I want him to see this, so he has to look around that in order to hit me, stab me, punch me, hit me with a skateboard, whatever it is that he's trying to do or she's trying to do or they are trying to do if it's multiple attackers. So from this position, get into a better position. Again, from here, it comes up and it slides down. That's the reason for all of the combat cane spinning. So that when you do this, your hands have a mind of their own and that callus is there. So it just slides into a natural position, down on the shaft a little bit. From here, I have it between me and you, between me and the threat. And from here, my hands are up and I say stop. And I mean stop. Back up, you're too close. If they then try to close the distance, my cane, they have to go around my cane. Before that happens, I'm going to stick it straight into his face. So your first move is going to be a thrust. Starting with your weight on it, get in a better position. By that I mean step back or step forward. When you step back, put the cane in front of your body. When you step forward, put the cane in front of your body. From here, thrust. And practice that. Your weight's here, step in, thrust. Second motion, come to your shoulder. And I want you to come to your shoulder because I don't want you to hit the ceiling. I don't want you to hit the top of the bus. I don't want you to hit the overhang of the bus station. I don't want you to hit the low-hanging tree branches. And you're going to avoid all of those by coming forward and not coming down. This downward strike is ineffective and it's slow. And if they close the distance, you'll just wrap around them. You won't hit them. From here, you're going to be hitting all the way from your body to their face. And so you thrusted from your shoulder, strike to the temple. After the temple, on one side, you're going to come to your other shoulder and strike on the other side. This is the first 3-strike combination. Put your weight on it, better position, thrust, shoulder, shoulder. Put it in the other hand because I want you to fight ambidextrously. And if you can't put it in the other hand, don't put it in the other hand. But if you can, in the hand, walking with it, better position, that's number 2. Thrust, shoulder, other shoulder, put it back in the other hand. Slow as smooth, smooth as fast. Take your time. Go through a nice full range of motion. Get used to the way it feels, especially if you're using this oak cane master's cane or a hickory cane master's cane. It's going to be a little bit heavier, but you're going to get stronger every time you practice with it. After a while, you want to do this for about 1 minute. That's per side. You start to increase your rate of strikes, your speed, and you're moving faster. Your heart rate's getting up. You're getting stronger. You're putting more pressure on the hand as you strike so that your hand can get used to what that feels like as you go through. If you have a bag, you can practice striking the bag or a stack of tires or a pole wrapped with thick carpet. Anything will do. Or if you don't have any of that, don't not practice because you don't have it. Practice in the air. That's going to be really good. Put your weight here, step here, thrust, shoulder, shoulder. Always keep that other hand up and ready. Thrust, shoulder, shoulder. After 1 minute, go back to this exercise for your legs. Push your hips back. Sitting in a chair, just down and up. And you're going to do this using your arms to take the weight off of your legs. This is what gets you healthier faster. This is what builds power in your legs faster. Especially if you got creaky old knees and your knees hurt or your hips hurt. You can take some of the pain away and then it feels a little bit better and you get stronger faster. After 30 seconds of this, that's also going to bring your heart rate up and cut the fat down faster. It's going to lean you out faster. And I've talked to so many people this week who said, boy, during COVID I put on 30 pounds. COVID I put on 40 pounds. COVID, one lady put on 70 pounds and she's 40 so far. Great. Keep going. But everywhere I go, everybody says the same thing. Yeah, COVID, I put on the... So if you put on the pounds, get the pounds off, push the hips back, help your arm, use your arms. Your arms are getting stronger, your belly's getting stronger, your back's getting stronger, your legs are getting stronger. You're getting leaner and stronger. You're getting fighting fit. Now, second striking combination. Start in the same position. I want you to get again. And you're always going to thrust. I'm going to always have you thrusting. Try to advance. And if you can knock them out with your very first strike, you hit them so hard in the head, either they run, they give up the fight, or they go unconscious. That happens. That's good. And you're going to let the cane do the work. This cane master's cane is made out of a material, and then it's prepared before they send it out to you. They soak it in an oil and a polymer mix, which makes it more flexible and stronger. So when you hit, your whole body weight is behind the cane, and you're gonna let that hard tip, whether it's this cane or your metal cane or your 3-prong cane or your 4-prong cane, right into their face. Let the cane do the work. So from here, better position, I want you to thrust and then I want you to bring it to your chest, and then you're going to shove. And the purpose of the shove is if you're thrusting, they're still coming in. Let them drive that cane back in your hand. And then I want you to thrust and turn to the side, and you're going to think of a bayonet attack with your rifle. And then you're going to turn to the other side and think of a rifle butt strike with your rifle. So this 4 striking combination starts in a better position, thrust. They're too strong. They're driving you back. You're coming here. You said your butt might save you. Tell me. From here, I'm in this position. Thrust here. Step in with one side. Step in with the other side. Now, will you do it exactly like this if you're defending yourself? I don't know. Doesn't matter. But this exercise is going to teach you the technique, and it's going to get your body moving. And as you get the body moving, you're going to become more mobile, more fit. I'm looking for 4 things as you age. 4 things will define your health and wellness. Number 1 is strength. Number 2 is endurance. 3 is flexibility, and 4 is mobility. All these exercises are designed to increase strength, endurance, flexibility, mobility. And you're using your cane. It's a medical device. It's a mobility device. Perfect, right? We use it for self-defense and for getting in better shape. Back into this technique. Better position, thrust. Again, you push them, but they're too strong. So you're gonna let it come back. Once it comes back here, they're closing that distance, you're gonna blast them. This long piece of oak, this bar of oak, is gonna go right through their teeth or their nose. I forgot I got a split nose. I shouldn't do that. We were doing elbow strikes last week, and the guy I was working with made full contact. It was good. And then blood everywhere. And he's, sorry. I said, don't apologize. Now everybody can see that it works. I'll take one for the team. Go through his face, go through his throat, go through his chest, because this stuff does work. And the key, again, you're using the cane to stop them and drive them back. It was funny, Lori, it was funny at the time. But then when I saw it later and realized the whole nostril split, I freaked out. I didn't sleep well that night. I was thinking, do I have to get stitches? Is it gonna grow back funny? Then I found the glue. New skin, get some new skin from CVS and you glue it every day. It's like fingernail polish. Just a quick tip in case you get your nose split this week. All right, so from here, better position. Thrust, comes in here, slam. Come in from one side, come in from the other side. The beautiful thing about this is, again, you're letting the cane do the work and you're leveraging what you have, strength, your natural strength. Yeah, glue fixes everything. Amen, Lori. Now, the next striking combination. You're going to turn the crook to face the crook, face the bad guy. From here, in this position, this is one of my favorites because this is when they're too close. You didn't get your hands up in time. We're going to get back to that. But from here, you're going to turn your hand up and your arm's going to come up. So that you have this long lever. See that? Look how long that is. From here to here, bringing this up and then turning this hand, torquing it up at the same time at the end of that, kind of like a little flick of the wrist. But you're going to bring it up between his legs and literally try to lift him off the ground for self-defense. So you snatch him up right here, popping that up, and then I want you to take it here. Second one is a thrust, and then I want you to let go of the backhand and rake across the face. 3 striking combination. From here, pop them between the legs, thrust into the face or the throat, and then rake. And with this Cane Masters, if you guys want to see what the Cane Masters look like, it's the first link below. But the Cane Masters cane has this beveled edge. And this is oak, this one's oak. And you can just oak or hickory, but it's very substantial. I don't know if you can see that. But that's like a big tooth. You got to keep it on this side, not that side. You just rip the ear off, the teeth out of the mouth, the nose off, through the eyes, through the neck for self-defense. Reach in there, into that, all that muscle and gristle back there, and just rip that straight down and pull them straight down. Lori's asking where I am. I'm in beautiful South Florida. I'm in Palm Beach County. Lori, where are you? So from here, snap it up, strike here, through, and again, I want you to be ambidextrous, putting the other hand between the legs, into the other hand, strike, and rake. From here, snap, thrust, rake. And again, this is all about letting the cane do the work. Ontario, it's nice and beautiful up there right now, spring. I don't know, maybe you take a vacation to Miami, or we're like an hour from Miami, Fort Lauderdale. We're in, I think, one of the most beautiful places in the country, in this country. Ontario's got a lot of, or all of Canada's got a lot of beautiful places. I was trying to think of who's in Ontario, because I have a wide network of martial arts brothers and sisters. So let me think about it a little bit, Lori. Go to pasquinelli.com and send me the contact information on the thing, and I'll see where who I know that's close to you who can do similar kind of stuff. So you're gonna snap it up here, thrust here, and then in through the face. Snap up here, thrust here, and then in through the face on the other side. Just side to side, working both sides equally, 30 seconds per side, so that's a full minute. Go back, my favorite exercise for the third set. Really, and as you warm up, you'll feel yourself going a little lower and a little higher. And that's where mobility comes in. That's where more flexibility comes in. That's where your strength and endurance is going to improve while you're doing this exercise. Now, the next striking combination, I want you to go into that same position where we have this here. Okay, cool. Lori, yeah, still reach out and we'll see. Maybe I can come up to Ontario as soon as Canada lifts some of the restrictions, right? And we lift the restrictions here in the U.S. But I can come up and do a seminar there if your sensei is open to it. I love to travel and teach seminars. From here, the hands in front of your body, I keep it really basic too. I keep it basic so you can learn as much as you can in a shorter period of time as possible. Immediately employ it, immediately use it. But in this position, it's the same as I was here, but now I'm gonna pop it up. So now I have it both in both hands. I have it up between me and you. This is my stop, stay back. You don't have to like me, but you can't talk to me like that. You don't have to like me, but you can't touch me. You can't stab me, punch me, kick me, back up. And from this position, yeah, LM, I'll definitely come to the UK. We were headed to Ireland last year. I was in Scotland a few years before that. But yeah, we travel a lot. I was going to do last year before COVID hit. We were going to take a family vacation to Ireland. I was hoping to do some things in Ireland and Scotland where I have some contacts. And then later in the year by myself, I was going to go over to India and Bangladesh. I have this passion for Silambam, the Indian martial arts, and Gakta from the Gurkhas. If you're in the UK, you know all about the Gurkhas, right? The Gurkhas, amazing fighting force. All right, so from here, it's in front of my body. I'm in a better position, and I want you to think of a boxer's jab, but you're just gonna jab to his nose for self-defense, or her nose. But you're just gonna jab, straight line. I'm always gonna go thrusting, straight line, trying to push them straight back, right? Where are you, LM, where are you in the UK? Straight back here, and then a hook to the head. So in straight and a hook to the head. 1, 2, and then I want to put your other hand on it, and I want you to rake coming across the face for self-defense. It's very vicious, but it's self-defense, right? We want it to work. Put it on the other hand, pop it up into this position. I'm going to Torquay in Devon. Straight, hook, other side, and bring it across. Yeah, the kukri is your favorite blade, Steve says. Steve, I saw your thing about the sword and the cane. 1, 2, and 3. From here, 1, 2, and 3. That basic combination, that's your next combination as you learn how to fight with a walking cane. And the question started this all off is, can you fight with the cane? Off subject, asking about the chucks. You know what? We're gonna finish this video in about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go get the chucks. We'll make a third video tonight, just because I had a group cancel. And so my guy's asking if he can come early, but we're gonna squeeze in. We're gonna squeeze in chucks, and come back and see me in the chucks in about 2 minutes, and I'll show you how to do the chucks. From here, thrust, hook, ripping across. Other side. From here, thrust, hook, ripping across. But then I want you to finish in this position. You're gonna bring it straight up. And your idea is they're either choking your neck, they put their hands on you somehow. You're gonna bring this between the two of you. If their hands are here, you're gonna rip it straight down, right? You're gonna rip it in and you're gonna blast them in the face, and then I want you to box them. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like you would throw elbows to the face. So you're gonna bring this over, pull, strike, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then step in and blast them with that final strike, moving your body through the target. When you step and move, you're gonna have stopping power. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, whether you have a lot of strength or less strength, you're here, they're right up in you, smell their nasty, dirty breath, they're spitting in your face, they're screaming, they're enraged about something, they put their hands on you, you're gonna pull this between you, blast them, let the cane do the work, box them in the head, 3 to 5 to 100 times, and then stepping through and clear them out with either this part or this part. This is like a big old knuckle, right? That's that knuckle sticking out. That's gonna either hit them in the face like a big hammer or stick that right through their face, throat, solar plexus. You can do a level change, which means bend your knees, and blast them right in the gut. Once again, it's up between you, shove them, box them in the head, step through, and then finish with that technique. That's a bunch of different things that I want you to work on if you've been doing this for a while. Just up your skills, right? Increase your skills. I'll be back 3 minutes. I'll see you guys in just 3 minutes. Thank you.